Hi, I'm the Giant Bomb app.
And I'm the fart app.
Hey, Fart app, how's it going today?
I make fart noises on the phone.
Nice. Can you look up every single editorial review there is on Giant Bomb?
No, I make fart noises. Like this one.
That's nice. Can you look up every single Giant Bomb video?
No, but if you press the button, that's number 14. I call it the Wet Willy, and it sounds like this.
Clever. Nice.
甘栗剥いちゃいましたの入場です。続いてさらに美味しくなった小豆炊いちゃいましたです。
自然をもっと美味しくしちゃいまし
I got an awesome iPhone app from GiantBomb.com. All I had to do was look through my shelves for the games I never wear. Play.
Trade in your unwanted or broken video games, your Dreamcast, your Wii, your PlayStation 2, for cold hard cash at GiantBomb.com.
I had no idea my interactive entertainment was worth so much money.
Giant Bomb applied directly to the forehead. Giant Bomb applied directly to the forehead. Giant Bomb applied directly to the forehead. Giant Bomb now available on the Apple iTunes Store.
It's Jeff from Giant Bomb, and you'll say Giant Bomb when you see the Giant Bomb iPhone app. It's a sponge, it's a chamois, it's a towel, soaks up 118,000 times its weight in water. Look at that. And it doesn't drip. Works wet. You know why would...
Warning, this video contains explicit material not suitable for children.
Want to see what happens when we get down in the basement with these wild basement dudes? This action right here is just too crazy for TV. Act now, operators are
We're the Giant Bomb Network. We're here to tell you about the limb system.
Giant Bomb is not for everyone. If you experience swollen ears, dirt tongue, or wake up screaming covered in blood, consult your doctor. Giant Bomb should not be handled by men who are currently pregnant or wish to become pregnant. The use of Giant Bomb will not prevent STDs such as HIV/AIDS and pregnancy. Millions of people are finding a better...
Just place your games into our prepaid, insured refinery envelope. Drop it in any mailbox, and within days you'll have cold, hard cash. Don't actually do this.
Giant Bomb iPhone app. It's made in Tennessee. All the good stuff's made in Tennessee. You know that.
Alright. There's houses and boats over there. Great.
Giant Bomb now available on the Apple iTunes Store.
Video thing.
teach you all about defeat. I'm gonna teach you all about. I'm gonna teach you all about. I'm gonna cheat you all about. I'm gonna teach you all about. I'm gonna teach you all about.
Welcome to the future. I'm Jeff Gersman. It's the year 2010. We live in space now, and I have a car that folds up into a briefcase, and there are moving walkways, just as was prophesized in the religious text known as the Jetsons.
Sorry, no pictures, no pictures.
I don't know if you noticed, but that's Punch-Out, so I'm going to go play Punch-Out. Okay, so I fought Glass Joe and whooped his French ass yet again. So, I mean, I think the big surprise about Punch-Out really is that it's, there's not really a big surprise. It's Punch-Out. The controls are basically the same as, the 8-bit NES game. You're punching high and low, and how that works is, I mean, obviously you're moving the nunchuck or the Wii remote to throw the punches, but if you push up on the left stick, you'll throw high. Without that, you'll throw to the body. If you push down, you'll duck, and you can sway using left or right on the stick. And for star power, you hold down A and punch to the head. I like the way it looks. It's not, it's not like totally reinventing Punch-Out. So if that's what you're looking for, you're probably gonna be super bummed. But dude, it plays like Punch-Out. It's pretty cool.
How you enjoying the game so far, man? I'm loving it. I see it. You haven't blinked your eyes in 3 minutes.
And here we are at Excite Bots, like Excite Truck, but with bots. Basically, a lot of the same concepts from Excite Truck are carrying over, but instead of trucks, they've replaced it with, these kind of transforming insects, like a butterfly or a mantis or something on wheels, and same kind of boost mechanic and stuff that you'd expect from Excite Truck. You're still earning stars for your stunts and stuff like that, but you've got power-ups and stuff like that, so you get a bomb or like a fireworks or something like that. Really good sense of speed to it. I mean, that was something that Excite Truck did pretty well, I think. But this one seems like it's definitely cleaned up, a little bit sharper, just a better looking game all around, and controls well. It's what you'd expect.
Game Developers Conference, Electronic Arts, Battlefield, Bad Company 2. Carl Magnus Strossen, you, sir, have perhaps the most badass name in all of video game development. What do you have to say about that?
Well, thanks, Mom.
Set the game up for us. What's up with B Company this time around? What are they getting into? What kind of crazy hijinks?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're not releasing all the details right now. We're a bit secretive. This is just the first look at the almost like a teaser event, so to say. But there's going to be a lot of things different from the last time around. In Bad Company 1, they were searching for the gold, the personal hunt for a way to get out of the army. All that has changed a bit now. There's a bit more serious undertone to it and a more realistic scenario.
Okay, cool. So just on the gameplay side, what are you guys doing to make this more than just, Bad Company and snow?
Well, I mean, we focused a lot on single player when we did the first game, because I mean that was the first real single player game that we ever done in Battlefield altogether. But we felt that maybe not enough people actually played the multiplayer. So as a dev team, we're really doubling down on the multiplayer experience. And there's a lot of different features in there. Some of them we have talked about here today, some of them we're not releasing just yet. But for instance, the destruction was something that was really key in Bad Company 1. We want to take that one step further now when it comes to what we call Destruction 2.0. So now you can tear down the houses altogether. You also have the small scale micro destruction, so you can chew away at the covers that you're hiding behind.
So where are you guys at in development right now? When are we going to start seeing more of the big picture on Bad Company 2?
Well, it's really early still. I mean, we haven't announced the real launch date for it. We're just saying it's coming out this winter, so we still have a long way to go.
Cool. All right. Well, we'll look forward to seeing more.
Cool.
Thanks for your time.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up a minute. I forgot to ask the most important question of all time. Exactly how very clean does this game smell?
You smell very clean.
It's really, really smelly.
Yeah? Okay. All right. Good to know. See ya.
See ya.
Hey folks, so it's Friday and it's right before the Memorial Day weekend, and we at Giant Bomb decided that we've got too much stuff to do on Monday, which is Memorial Day, so we decided to work from home today, this Friday, and since that means that you're not going to get any behind the scenes videos of the office today, I thought I would give you a quick tour of the home, where I'm at, where I'm working from, and just kind of the setup I've got. Let's take a look inside. So here's the living room. Here's where the magic happens. Yeah, every room is really where the magic happens. These are the shelves where I keep most of my games, at least the stuff that's active, you know. I've got so much stuff as far as games go that not everything can be out in the living room at once. So this is just kind of the bare essentials, really. But there's a look at some of the games. Here is the TV setup. Nice big fat Sharp Aquo set. There's the systems, a little 360, a little PS3, a little Wii, and of course the always necessary Dreamcast. Nice little continued console setup. The Xbox, the original Xbox, still in effect, along with my turntable for all that hot vinyl that I'm spinning. Some Guitar Hero World Tour drums, some couches, a fan, another couch, rest of my instruments for Rock Band, Guitar Hero business hangs out back there. Here's a little frog that will play a Nelly song for you if you squeeze his foot. You know, something classy. I don't have a ton of like video game related art in the home, but I do have this sweet Rapture poster, courtesy of 2K. I'm also a bit of a connoisseur of black velvet paintings, so here's a nice little tropical sunset with a palm tree and some sailboats. Also have this turbaned gentleman with his camel. I'm not sure why he's facing the other way with the camel, but that is, you know, one of life's great mysteries. It's what makes art art, really. Let's take it into the office here. Some shelves. There's some Tiki Men and a Samba de Amigo set for my my Dreamcast. I don't think I've taken that out of the box since probably about 3 houses ago. Some CDs, some PS2 games, some PSP games. There's a trance vibrator for Rez for the PS2. Some DS games, PC games, some books. My hot vinyl collection. Oh, what else? What else? Here's my corner of movie poster awesomeness. Probably my 2 favorite movie posters in the world. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. This is an original theatrical poster. One of my favorite movies ever. I paid way, way too much for this poster on eBay, and I regret nothing when it comes to that. And Out of Sight, that's just a great movie and a kick-ass poster. Here's kind of the command center, the other place where the magic happens. Here's my my hot PC, all set up there, and my laptop. This is really where the real work gets done for the most part. This is what I take into the office and what I do most of my home computing on as well. Again, more hot black velvet action. This is actually the first black velvet painting that I purchased. I bought this in high school, actually, for about $5 at a some sort of like crazy yard sale at school, and I've had it in every house that I've lived in since. Look at him, he's so sad. The pathos of that clown. A little Incredible Crisis poster, a Portal poster, this fresh Pac-Man clock, and some more DVDs over here. Oh yeah, here, check this out. There's a little bobblehead version of myself sitting next to my man Pee Wee Herman, also sitting next to Tutuki Bako, which I believe in Japanese means finger box. Weird little LCD thing that I bought coming from Bandai, bought from Japan. Yeah. And that's about gonna do it. That's a little quick tour of the homestead. Hope you liked it. So Vinny, what's going on here?
I actually don't really know. I think we're checking to see if
Jeff's naked over there.
if these are good shirts.
So we just got these new shirt designs in.
Which I think they're excellent shirts.
Yeah, I love the design. I think it's great. I think the quality on the work seems pretty good. I'm going to flip it around, show them the back. Ba-bam!
There it is.
Little branding for that ass. But we are being weird and paranoid about the centering of the logo on the shirt.
Okay, now that I put it on and it's not over my other shirt, it seems like it's okay.
Alright, let's see here.
Also, the clamps on the lobsters are appropriately positioned over my nipples, which is hot.
Oh yeah, I'm way into that. That's good stuff.
Yeah, you want to make it cold in here? Put on a show? Is that what we're doing? Well, Heather Graham style?
Oh yeah.
What we're gonna do?
Topical.
It's like 1 versus 100 up in here. You never know. Like, that shit happened today.
Tell me about Timbits while you're at it.
They're donut holes. Canadian donut holes.
So what do you think of these shirt designs, Jeff?
I like it.
So do we feel we were being paranoid earlier about the centering of the logo? Do you think it's okay? I think it looks fine.
I think it's okay.
I think it's fine.
I was worried about horizontally and vertically. But in retrospect, I think it's fine. How's it look back here?
Oh yeah, that's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Brad here, taking a look today at the multiplayer in Fear 2, Project Origin, sequel, of course, to the original Fear. The game's out next week, and Warner Brothers set up a little multiplayer match for us yesterday so that we could check out what the online action is like, with some actual human players in there, so that's exactly what we did. The game has several modes. We only got to take a look at 2 of them due to time constraints, but it seemed like 2 of the better ones. There was Control, which is just kind of a standard Battlefield sort of conquest mode, 3 control points. You just run up to them, hang out, capture the points as usual. It's all on-foot action in that one. And then there's also Armored Front, which is pretty much the same thing, except 5 points and 2 giant robots. Each team has 1 big robot that anybody can jump in and pilot. That's a lot of fun, and you'll get to see that in a minute. This is some standard footage of the control mode here with 3 points. The standard stuff, as you can see, so to hang out, defend your point. Eventually it'll roll over to your team, and you'll earn some points. There's some of that giant robot action that I was describing. Doesn't seem like there's a whole lot that guys on foot can do against the robots. There is a missile launcher that I found and tried unsuccessfully to use. I guess there are some laser weapons and stuff too that you can level against the big robot guys, but for the most part, when you're on foot, you're kind of easy pickings for guys in robots. That was an example of the napalm cannon there, and this is an example of being in the robot. As you can see, the guys on the ground pretty much disintegrate into big clouds of blood underneath the dual Gatling guns mounted on the arms. You've also got these tasty little kind of drunken cluster missiles, like anime style, that you can bust out every few seconds. The robots are nowhere near indestructible. You definitely take some damage, mainly from the other robot. You can actually retreat, and if you hold still like I'm doing here, you actually get your health back, or your energy at the bottom. As you can see, the robot will repair itself. But the respawn time is actually also pretty short on the robot, so it's just as valid to just kind of bail out, let the robot blow up, wait for it to respawn back at the kind of your team's end of the map, and then go jump back in it and kill anew. I have done exactly that, as you can see there. There's a pretty standard loadout kind of menu thing, sort of like what's going on in Call of Duty 4, except unlike over there where you're unlocking stuff in different categories. Here you have like a common tally of points, and everything you equip takes some number of points. So you can put on the 4-point medium armor, or you can go to the beefy 8-point kind of heavy armor, but then that's fewer points you can sink into weapons. So you can see how that would kind of balance itself out. Plenty of shotguns, pistols, sub and full machine guns, sniper rifle. The weapons pretty much seemed standard. You got your dot sight going on. For the most part, they behave like kind of standard first-person shooter multiplayer weapons do. Like I said, there is the napalm launcher, which is kind of like a flamethrower, but sort of shoots flame in more of a jet, and then sets dudes on fire, which is always fun. The controls are pretty standard. Also, if you play all the stuff like Halo, Call of Duty 4, you should be pretty used to most of the controls here. The sprint is where you would expect it to be. The reload, the melee, it's all fairly easy to figure out. Most of the kind of unique Fear specific sort of embellished animations and such, the melee in the air, like the jump kicks and all the crazy animations that go on in the single player, those don't really seem to be in effect too much in the multiplayer that I saw. You do have the one move, the sort of baseball slide that you can do by basically just sprinting and then kind of hitting melee, and you'll just sort of slide into a crouch. But there's no cover mechanic, so like it's not really necessary for snapping onto a cover point or anything. It just kind of gets you into a crouching position a little faster. There's an example of the napalm launcher. Seemed pretty effective. You can see that it kind of looks like, well, it doesn't really set the robot on fire too much. I don't think it will damage the robot very much. I never managed to get the missile launcher to connect with the robot either, so I really can't say how easy it is to actually take one of those stupid things down when you're on foot. But definitely fun to get some robot-on-robot action on when you are lucky enough to pilot one of those things. There is the missile launcher right there. Still effective against infantry, of course. Game supports 16 players, 8 on 8. The maps felt like a pretty good size with that number. There was the slide that I was talking about. There's a little bit more robot-on-robot action. Drunken missiles always do a great job. So I think that's about going to do it for our look at the Fear 2 multiplayer modes. We have the full game in the office here. We're cranking away on the single player to see how that turned out, and we will have a full review for you next week.
Hey, it's Vinny. I thought we'd just take a minute to show you what's going on around Giant Bomb, a little bit outside of Giant Bomb, and a little bit of the future of Giant Bomb. So jumping right in, the first thing I wanted to show you guys was stuff that happened on the Bionic Commando Rearmed page. Go over to the forums, take a look. Somebody, I don't know who this is, but somebody posted, somebody said they were on the inside, and they posted 2 exclusive tracks for Giant Bomb. I could listen to this stuff all day, so let's take a look. Man, I love me some Bionic Commando Rearm music. I don't know who this is, but yeah, the tracks are cool. So if you want to check them out, go to the Bionic Commando page, load them up. The next thing I'm going to show you is on the Scratch the Ultimate DJ page. Over in the forums on that page, we have a discussion about what type of music would you like to see. I'm kind of curious to see what you guys think. The thread is going right now. Some people have posted what they'd like to see in it, like this guy.
This is the Curzon Mandan C-Mac, yeah, featuring little fucking Kev, yeah. Over there in that corner, it's our boy Ginger Joe, yeah, we don't fuck about.
Yeah, that is totally enough of that. So head on over there and type in what you'd like to see. Over on the main page, I found this discussion about the intro music, the opening song for Street Fighter 4, which has been playing in our office all week long. There are some versions up on YouTube. This guy posted the English version. Check it out. Yeah, so that is the opening music for, you can check out the Japanese version too. Here's what I think. I think it's terrible, but it's growing on me, sadly. I have been humming it all week long. Moving on to my personal super user of the week. This is Dungeon Buster, and he has been going nuts on all these RPGs, these old RPGs. I have the Beholder 3, 1,200 points, over 1,200 points. That dude is a maniac. A lot of these games, kind of old, forgotten. This dude has gone back and remembered them. I can't get any closer to his icon. It is adorable. Let's check out some of the other stuff he's been working on, going down his wiki list over here. Dragon Wars, Death Lord. I'm gonna take a look at Death Lord. I really do not know anything about this game, but the name sounds awesome. So, okay. Amazing box art. So all of this goes into why I think Dungeon Buster should be our super user of the week. Thank you, Dungeon Buster. Speaking of adorable little icons, check out this guy. This is my profile over at Anime Vice. If you haven't been to animevice.com, I think you're missing out. Gia has been posting all sorts of crazy stuff from Comic-Con, if you're into that anime stuff, and also there is the never-ending cosplay module, which, as you might suspect, has a bunch of naked women in it. I think this girl is actually naked. We should probably move on. Alright, a couple more. One more thing. Over on our other sister site, Comic Vine, Tony's got all the news for you comic book lovers out there, including this little tidbit about a new Stretch Armstrong movie. You remember Stretch Armstrong, right? Here, let this clip remind you.
Help! We've been robbed!
Stop, evildoers! Introducing super stretching superhero Stretch Armstrong. Yes, Stretch Armstrong, now stretching fun farther than ever before. He bends, he stretches, even ties and knots, but always returns to his original shape. How's he do that?
Yep, so look forward to that blockbuster sometime in the future. Over outside of Giant Bomb, we have, if you don't know, we have a Twitter account for Giant Bomb which updates with our RSS feed. It's Giant Bomb. You can find it by searching on Twitter. This has all the stuff that's coming up on Giant Bomb. You can get it directly to your phone and the whatnot, the Twitter whatnot. If you're interested in following some of us on Twitter, we have Brad Shoemaker over there. Pretty easy to find, Brad Shoemaker. Of course, we have Jeff Gersman. Pretty easy to find as well. Jeff Gersman, 2 N's if you're searching for him. Also, we have Tazwell, and I'm going to leave it up to you to decide who this mystery man is. And we have me. It's Vinny Caravella. You can find me on the Twitter. Here I am, Vinny. Last but not least, we have Dave as Enemy Kite on Twitter. Dave Snyder, one of our engineers. Dave is an OCD completionist that builds websites out of sunny Sausalito. He also enjoys long walks on the beach and has a thing for brunettes. I don't know if that's true. Also, outside of the main Giant Bomb universe, we've been putting up a lot of our clips on YouTube. You can find us at The Real Giant Bomb. Drew's been doing a great job of uploading everything and trying to keep as up-to-date as possible. Of course, it's YouTube, so your mileage may vary with quality, but a lot of our back catalog is already up on there. Anything that's not on there is, of course, on our giantbomb.com site. But if you have a chance, check out YouTube. If you want to look at it on your iPhone, you can do that. We'll probably be getting movies going up into some kind of iTunes playlist in the near future. But for right now, outside of giantbomb.com, this is probably your best spot to find all or most of Giant Bomb's videos. So let's toss it over to Dave, who's actually going to show you just a little bit of what you can expect from Giant Bomb's new site redesign.
Hey guys, it's Dave. I'm running you through some of the redesign stuff. As you can see, I'm showing off some of the new gallery tools. I'm just editing captions, and we've made all this kind of stuff drag and drop. In fact, watch me do it now. Whoa! Oh no, it's a little bit crazy. I know, now you don't have to use any of those crazy checkboxes. Basically, we're just trying to make things easier for you guys. As you'll notice on the right side, it's kind of recording like all the things that I've done on the site, and I'm just removing images. If I want to undo my changes, I can. It's pretty crazy. Ethan's a pretty smart engineer, and we've been having fun building it. Next, I'm going to show you some of the actual main page changes that we've done. You can see I threw some videos up on the front page. We're actually highlighting a lot of the user community. Here, I'm showing how reviews work, all kinds of crazy stuff. We're trying to make it so that you can actually see content on the site, like Vinny's awesome videos, without actually having to, go off the page. We've also changed some of the individual image pages. As you can see, I'm kind of zooming in to stuff. We've done all our reloads here a little cooler, and we've even put in some key commands so you can go left and right. But here you go and just zoom up to a very large image. It's all pretty cool.
Okay, lastly, let's jump into our never-ending trivia. I'm going to pull a question that I answered from this week. The question is, the Master Chief's identification tag is... It looks like about 84% of you got it right. The answer is Spartan 117. So I'm not going to give everybody the multiple choice options. They're big boys. They should be able to get this one on their own. So let's jump in and see how The Office does with our never-ending trivia. What is Master Chief's identification tag?
Oh, I have no idea.
John...
Man, come on. That's horrible. No, none. Asshole.
4376521A 64B 49B BR549.
That's it. Don't tell me it's not, man.
I'd say double asshole.
Spartan 300.
John 1138.
Spartan 5.
117.
Spartan 117. Why would I know that?
I don't know. What did Jeff answer?
Spartan 117.
Spartan 117.
Easy. It's John 1. Yeah, dude.
Speak.
Still nothing.
What if I said Spartan?
No, that is ringing a bell. Play some PC games.
Speak.
Never trust a midget, okay?
Mania, baby! London, England! I love this place!
Back off there. Yeah, go on now. Go on to school. Wherever you are. My room.
Dude, we're here at Wrestlemania Fan Access, the THQ Superstar Challenge. We're right here at the ring. These are the steel steps. This is the mat down here. It's a lot spongier than you would think it would be. If you landed on this, it would hurt, but it's a little bit of padding here. They're in the ring now, going through the brackets for the Superstar Challenge. Kofi Kingston, definitely one of the favorites to win, and he's in here wrestling against Evan Bourne. But we've been all over this thing, interviewing wrestlers, doing all kinds of crazy business. So let's check out some of that while we watch this. Now joined by Rowdy Piper, sir. It's an honor to meet you.
Well, thank you very much. Likewise. I love your mic.
Thank you. Yours is looking pretty good.
Thank you very much.
You know, I've seen better.
I got you.
But it's looking all right.
I'm not a pro like you. Well, yeah. Have you ever played a video game?
Well, like once or twice. I try not to. I just tell people which ones to buy, but I don't actually play.
They have one out now with WrestleMania 25 with Legends. Have you seen it?
Legends of WrestleMania.
Legends of WrestleMania. That one too. They have both of them out.
Both of them out.
Yes.
Who was in that? Who was in that game that would I recognize?
Well, let's see. There's Roddy Piper.
Never heard of him.
Okay.
Oh wait, he's the guy from They Live, right?
There you go. That guy. Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. Yeah. The cripple.
Yeah.
Run, Steve. Run.
So who's the toughest guy you've ever been in the ring with? That's really giving it to you.
Oh, Oh, so many. When I was a kid, like Mad Dog Vachon, I got beat up every day. I started when I was 15.
Right.
You know, and they just kept throwing
It's
me.
like, oh, look at this kid.
My first match was 10 seconds. I lost.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a 3 count. That makes 7.
You've also done a ton of movies, and that's something that, you know.
No acting career. But go ahead.
But, you know, there's been.
Turn the knife.
Some of these other wrestlers out there getting into movies and stuff like that. You know, some of them sticking with it. Here at WrestleMania, like you are. Some other wrestlers maybe did some movies and
I love
they're
movies.
gone. They're gone. You know, what advice would you give as someone who's, you know, been out there doing it and you're still here at WrestleMania?
When I went to Do They Live, they kept saying, "Well, you're a wrestler. You know how to act." You couldn't be more wrong. Wrestling is explosion. Acting is implosion. So that whole myth, and then when They Live came out, it was the #1 box office, and on the West Coast I got good reviews, but on the East Coast they said, if you ever thought wrestlers were actors, watch They Live. You know, so, you know, make up your mind. Buy a video game.
I'm from the West Coast and I love They Live.
I love it. So buy a video game, you know, quit watching my movies. Computers, the only thing with computers that's wrong with computers is any idiot can say anything.
It's true.
Know? Yeah, a lot of idiots out there. I know, I'm on a computer all the time.
I'm always saying stuff.
Yeah. You're the guy I'm after.
Yeah, that's me.
You stole my WrestleMania video game, The Legends. It's kind of got all the words in there one time in different order.
Oh, with the Legends of WrestleMania.
That's got that one too.
Those guys. Well, with that, we'll leave you to your own devices. Get out there and host this thing, sir.
I'm doing it. Join me. Thanks a lot.
So, Sarge, you're a drill instructor. I'm weak.
You look pretty good shape.
I'm doing all right. You know, it's like I'm tall, I got size, but you know.
Stand at attention, Maggot. Get that stomach in. Chest out. Who cut your hair? Ray Charles?
This lady.
Shut your hole, puke. Who gave you permission to speak? I'm Sergeant Slaughter, your drill instructor. When I say speak, you speak. You understand? All right. At ease. Parade rest. That's how we do it.
Thanks for your time, Sarge. All right, I'm joined here by the mouth of the South himself, Jimmy Hart. How you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic, man. What a beautiful day, huh?
Excellent. I mean, you know, we're here, you know, the WrestleMania 25, a couple of days away here.
Well, you know,
excitement in the air, right?
Well, you know, everybody always says, Jimmy Hart, was being in the Hall of Fame, inducted in the Hall of Fame with the Hulkster and Piper, was that a great treat? Got the ring right here. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Was being part of WrestleMania 3, 94,000 people. That was cool, too. But you know what? Being part of WrestleMania 1 was the most important step in my life, because if it wasn't for WrestleMania #1 being successful, there wouldn't be a WrestleMania 25, baby.
Yeah. So, managers aren't really as big of a factor in wrestling today. You know, it's like they get a lot of their own kind of microphone time and stuff like that. Do you feel that would be a good thing to bring back? Kind of bring back the managers and bring back, you know, the pomp and the circumstance of all that?
Well, you know, I kind of like my era. If you look at everybody on the thing, we were all very colorful.
Yeah.
Now a lot of the stuff, everybody wears blue jeans and T-shirts. And before you were born, I was part of a rock group called the Gentrys. We had a million-seller record called Keep On Dancing, Keep On Doing the Church.
Keep on dancing and a prancing. Keep on dancing and a prancing. Keep on dancing and a prancing.
But to make a long story short, Dick Clark pulled us in a room one time. And he said, look, just remember one thing. If you dress like the audience, pretty soon you're going to wind up sitting in the audience, baby. So that's why I have the Jimmy Hart Blue Light Kmart special jackets, of
Very
course.
nice.
So it's all good.
All right, we're here, and I'm now joined by the American Dream himself, Dusty Rhodes. Sir, it is an honor to meet you.
Well, it's great to be here. It's you know, it's another Mania, it's another big game show, and it's just it's great to be alive, be back. You know what I mean? Doing American Dream stuff, getting funky like a monkey, man.
WrestleMania 25, obviously, you know, huge history. You know, looking back over the last 25 years, what are the moments that stand out to you as the most important moments in WrestleMania history?
You know, I really believe that when they
did the full man and put the Detroit. When they did Mania in Detroit, it kind of set a standard that changed that whole industry. And with that change came this mega event that when you put it on sale, you don't even know what the matches are. You don't know it's Hunter against Orton, but it sells out. And and I went to the Super Bowl this year, and then being at Mania the last 2 or 3 years, and being at the Hall of Fame, it's nothing like it. I mean, it's just amazing. Super Bowl people go, they kind of go in corporate vans, and they're all there, and they're having a good time and partying. They're not really invested in the players that much, I don't think, unless you're from that hometown. But with WrestleMania, you have an investment in each and every one of these guys, and I'll say our fans are loyal, so it's cool. That stands out to me.
And it's more than just the Sunday event. Everything, with the access and all the things leading up to it, just like tremendous opportunities for people to, meet their favorite superstars and all that too.
I think it even, will this year with access, I think it will even become bigger and bigger. And it's like the NFL experience or the Final Four or whatever it is. It's Mania is certainly up there with all of them.
Great. Dusty, thanks a lot
Thank
for
you,
your time.
sir, very much. I appreciate it.
We'll be pulling for Randy, so that Cody can continue to get
Well, we'll
ahead.
see what happens there. Cody's got a man of his own. I don't know. Him and Randy have words a couple of times, so.
Maybe
that's a Mania down the road.
Down, right?
All right. Thank you.
All right, thanks. And now I'm joined by the ECW original himself, Tommy Dreamer. Sir, it's an honor to meet you.
Thank you for having me. Having a great time. It's WrestleMania Fan Access. I was at WrestleMania 1 as a fan. 25 years later, guess what? I'm still a fan.
Going back all the way to some of those original ECW video games. I mean, you've been in video games for a good long time now.
Yes.
Have you watched your on-screen, in-game character evolve over the years? Have you been kind of satisfied with where you're at in games now?
100%. They've kept my abdominals nice and tight. They kept my arms super jacked. They've kept my butt super small.
Let's talk about ECW for a minute here.
Yes.
It seems like it's become like a really good breeding ground for kind of the younger guys, really kind of the whole new talent initiative. As you're watching that, as just coming from old school ECW, like watching these guys come up, who are the guys that you're looking at and going like, yeah, this guy's gonna be something special. This guy's gonna be something special.
I hate to say it, Jack Swagger. I think the guy's evolved tremendously. He's got a bit of an ego. Someone like Evan Bourne. Think of Kofi Kingston, CM Punk. They all came from that. John Morrison. Right. Unfortunately, The Miz. I hate The Miz. I hate you, Miz. Yeah. But if you think about originally, original ECW, we were paving ground for the wrestling industry. Guys came there. Rey Mysterio. A lot of guys came there, got their start, and either went on to WWF, WCW at the time. Right. So it's kind of having its staying power.
Cool. Now, as I understand it, you're kind of like the last ECW original standing now. I hear
last man standing.
Taz has kind of moved on into the sunset himself.
Yep. I'm the last guy standing. I'm actually the last guy standing in the new ECW as well. When they relaunched the brand, I'm the last guy standing from guy like, Mike Knox. He's no longer on the brand. Kofi, CM Punk, they moved on. But yeah, I'm the last guy standing.
You're a survivor.
I got till June 6th to keep on surviving. And if not, then you'll be having this interview with nobody.
So your mom said to me that, I'm sorry, we're on camera.
No, man, let's deal with that
all right,
afterwards.
We'll talk about your mama later.
All right, man.
All right.
So I'm here with Big Shad Gaspard of Crime Time. What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm all good, baby. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling really good. WrestleMania weekend, I mean, it's huge for you, right?
Yeah, it's big for me. Big time for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Big deal. WrestleMania, 25th anniversary. You know what I'm saying? I'm 28. WrestleMania's 25. I'm a little bit older than it, but, I got to be there from the beginning, so.
So let's talk about video games for a minute here. I mean, you're in a video game now.
I'm actually in a video game.
You are a video game character.
I do not have to create my character anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
That is awesome. No more sitting there for 5 hours creating a character.
Yeah. We got a big character database of every character that's ever been in a video game, and there it is right there. Shad Gaspard. So I mean, when you're playing, playing any of these games, you always play as yourself when possible. You play as somebody else. Like, you feel that they've truly captured the essence of Shad in the game.
Honestly, you know what? My character on the game is a good caption of me because he's hard to beat. Just like I am. Not a lot of skill, but a lot of ability, which I do have. I'm not the most skilled person in the world, but I am one of the most aggressive. And I'm one of the most hard hitting. You know what I'm saying? So I think they caught that in me good. But as far as playing myself, sometimes I get tired of playing myself. I know you never do, but I do sometimes. Okay?
I always play myself, man. Every chance I get. I'm now joined by Kofi Kingston, who's actually participating in tonight's Superstar Challenge. Are you excited, Kofi?
I'm very excited. I was actually in the challenge last year and I took second place.
Yeah.
So,
I'm always one to try to improve. So hopefully I'll take first this year.
For sure. And the guy that beat you, not in the tournament this year.
He's not in the tournament at all this year. So odds would say that, I guess people are saying that I'm the favorite, but I'd rather be the underdog. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
So we'll see.
And now we're here with Shelton Benjamin, the gold standard, not only in real life, but of the Superstar Challenge. Everyone is trying to be you. What do you think that they need to do in order to dominate this video game tournament as you have in the past?
Well, just like everything else, practice, practice, practice. Eat, sleep, drink, video game.
And you're just waiting in the shadows, right? Just waiting to see if anyone's going to step up and get as good at you with this stuff before you step in and take them out? What are you waiting for?
Well, to quote a very old interview Hulk Hogan had when he went to the NWO, quite frankly, I'm bored. So, when someone can finally maybe win 2 or 3 challenges, then maybe they'll be worthy of my acknowledgement.
Sure.
Not necessarily that they're going to get a chance at the King, but I might at least acknowledge.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Who comes out of this tournament. Maybe it'll be somebody like Sergeant Slaughter or somebody. Maybe he'll go on a tear. You never know, right?
You never know. I mean, he did. Sergeant Slaughter. He tore the guys up on G.I. Joe. I mean, if he can take on Cobra, he can probably take on the gold standard.
That dude's part of Serpentor. That dude could do anything.
Maybe I should call up my old friend Nemesis Enforcer.
Yes, but, exactly. Get Cobra, la 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 la. Do something like that. Cobra, la 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 la. When you go up for a high risk maneuver, let's say you're jumping off the top turnbuckle. Let's say situation arises where you have to jump off a ladder to take somebody out. What's going through your mind right before that moment, right before you jump? What are you thinking about?
Let's see. Well, I've had that moment quite a few times, and every time the first thing I was thinking was, don't miss. And the second thing always is, this is crazy, this is crazy, this is crazy, but I'm doing it. But basically everything I do, when I'm jumping off the ladders, top ropes, what have you, I mean, basically everything is for the fans. And if nothing else, what goes through my mind is, if I do this and if I can pull this off, these people will remember it forever.
Right.
And that makes it all worth it.
All right, Sheldon. Thanks a lot for your time.
Thank you.
Good luck on Sunday.
All right.
And that was the scene from WrestleMania 25. As you see, we get the Superstar Challenge with Kofi Kingston taking the top spot and then dethroning Shelton Benjamin, the longtime winner of these things. So that's pretty cool. We got to talk to some wrestlers, got to watch some wrestling. Pretty badass. So send it back to the studio. Thanks, guys.
Piper from the neck down, not bad. From the neck up, woohoo! Helmet, fuzzy bunny slippers.
Man, I am doing great. But I better use this mic.
Yeah. You hear? I am on Pluto. Okay, so
you're dismissed.
Fucking like a monkey, man. I mean, it's good stuff.
Hey, it's Brad, taking a look today at the Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena. Specifically, we are looking at the multiplayer, and more specifically, we are looking at Pitch Black. This is what I think is probably the most interesting multiplayer mode, at least the most interesting one I've seen so far. The concept is basically kill the man with the ball, except instead it's more like kill the man who is Riddick. So it's basically all players except one are just straight up mercs. They've got assault rifles, shotguns, submachine guns, whichever you choose. And one player is Riddick. And it takes place in this totally dark, pitch black little level here. And as you can see, you kill Riddick, you become Riddick.
You are Riddick.
I sure am. So basically, Riddick, as you would know if you're kind of familiar with the Riddick fiction, Riddick has the eye shine, so he's the only one who can see in the dark here. The mercs, all they have is flashlights. So Any of the weapons that you select as a merc have flashlights on them, but so you can only really see what's directly in front of you, and the flashlights really don't go very far. But Riddick can see in the dark, and he's got the Uloks, which are kind of like the crazy-looking new badass melee weapon from the single-player game. They're kind of these Klingon-looking little curved hook blades. That's all you get as Riddick. You don't get any guns, but you really don't need them because, again, you're the only one who can see in the dark. And sometimes that's not enough, obviously. If the mercs are quick on the trigger, they can take you down. But a good Riddick who really knows how to work the shadows and kind of stay out of sight can definitely get a whole bunch of kills. So it's pretty much a one-hit kill with the Ulok. Once you sneak up on a guy, just come right up behind a guy and cut him, and they're down. Obviously, death can kind of come from anywhere. So this is where you start out as a merc. You basically start in this lit upper level with just a big arsenal everywhere. You've got the assault rifles, the shotguns, the submachine guns, and you can grab whatever you like. I think you can only have one of those at a time. You've also got a pistol with no flashlight, which is basically useless. But, so you pick your weapon, you just jump down in there, and basically just start hunting for Riddick. And as you can see, I am Riddick in this case here. And the scoring is basically presented as kind of a function of how many people you've killed as Riddick and how many times you've become Riddick and that kind of thing. And I have to say, from about an hour of playing this mode, it's pretty damn cool to run around in the dark and be the only one who can see what's going on. Have all these other guys kind of blindly searching for you, and you're able to sneak up behind people and just lay it down. This is a different level. That last level was, in fact, pretty much pitch black, but some of these other levels seem to have a little bit more ambient lighting going on, besides just your flashlight. This one here, in a few places, we'll have some kind of little spotlights set up that help out a little bit. But really, you just got to be quick on the trigger whenever Riddick shows up. So that's going to do it. Just a quick look at the pitch black mode in the Chronicles of Riddick: Assault on Dark Athena. The game's coming out sometime soon, and we'll be looking at the single player again pretty shortly. Okay, this has been a long time coming, but after a little bit of gnashing of teeth around here, we finally admitted to ourselves that the PC is still a platform that's worth covering. So we're going to build a gaming PC so we can play some games on it and cover them. And we figured, if we're going to do that, we might as well avail ourselves of this chance to give you a little instructional piece on how to do this at home. So we've got all our parts here that go into a fine gaming PC. We've got our fancy Antec case here. So we'll just get started. We've got our little cheapo, no-name DVD burner that mounts right in the top of the case here. Now, that's actually a SATA DVD drive, so there will be no ribbon cables. You got these nice little compact cables in this case. There'll be very clean cable management inside. So that mounts just like that. 6 gigabytes spread across 3 modules of DDR3 G.Skill memory with heat spreaders that maximize airflow and thermal dissipation. Of course, you can't have a computer without memory. This is probably the trickiest part. You want to carefully slide these into the slot and wait for a little click. There's going to be a little click as you... Oh, there it is. Okay, so that's mounted up. Fine and speedy Intel Core i7 CPU. You're going to be pretty careful. There's a lot of pins that you can bend on this thing, so you're going to want to be careful as you mount that thing in there. GeForce GTX 260 industry standard graphics card with a truly insane amount of memory in it. I don't know how we pulled this off, but that will certainly come in handy in running some games. 700 watts of OCZ power supply. You want to make sure you have all the right connections and enough wattage to run all of the high-performance stuff that you're going to be putting in this machine. And last, of course, but not least, you have the motherboard, which everything is going to mount into. So that goes in certainly last. Now, I'm going to make sure this gets mounted properly. Okay, so should be good to go now. Of course, if you're going to build a fancy, fast new PC, you're going to want to install a game on it. We have Call of Duty World at War here. We'll run the setup.exe on that, watch the progress bar, and okay, that should be good. Now, I think we're good to go. So we're just going to screw these little thumb screws on the back of the case here and play some games. All right, well, that's pretty much it, start to finish. That's how you build a computer.